All right, what is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video. We're taking a look at the VELO token, okay? Ticker symbol VELO, breaking it down on the daily chart for you guys. This is a viewer request. I do these viewer requests every single week. So if you want to see your crypto, your token in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. With that being said, we're going to go over some of the key levels of support that we need to hold to have any chance of, rallying and pushing up higher. We do have a little bit of a triangle pattern here forming as well. And we're also going to take a look at the MACD and this possible inverse head and shoulders. So make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Please remember, none of this video is financial advice. I'm just doing a viewer request and giving you guys an update on some of the key levels so that way you guys can be prepared for any upside or downside moves and not be caught by surprise. With that being said, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to jump straight into it. And the first thing that I want to highlight is you could say we do have a little bit of an unorthodox inverse head and shoulders. Now, it's not my favorite pattern, but we're going to see how it plays out. We have a left shoulder right here. We've got a head, and we're actually putting in a right shoulder currently here at the moment. So there is a potential that this could play out and send us up here to our first bullish price target, which is going to be 0.0152. Now above there, we have some other bullish price targets of 0.0179 and 0.0212. We'll see what happens if we can hit those. Something that's been pretty useful, all right, for spotting potential entries and exits has been the MACD. So if you're not familiar with how to use that, it's really effective on the daily time frame. And essentially, you want to pay attention to the red line here. So when this red line crosses above the blue line, that typically would be known as an entry signal. And you can see here that we got a very strong push upwards afterwards. And then once this red line crosses below the blue line, that would be an exit signal. And you can see that there was a sharp push to the downside, but we're holding our key and major support levels. Now here recently we crossed over, okay, but we didn't really get any follow through and we actually started heading back down and it crossed above and crossed back down. So the big question right now is this going to turn into an exit signal? And is this going to create some space and start trending downwards? Or is this thing potentially about to curl back up and signal a potential entry, a potential re-entry for this? So pay close attention to the MACD. We're going to see what happens there and how it develops. All right. Now our major levels right here, these are using the Fibonacci tool. Okay. And it's very useful for spotting trend continuation and trend reversals because nothing moves in a straight line up or in a straight line down. You get a move up, retracement, continuation higher, or you can get a move down, retracement, continuation lower. And so, you can see we had the move up, we came down, we bounced off of our 0.0055 retracement level, and we started to push back up. But you need to be cautious because you can also use this to spot reversals. So if you move up, retrace, and then you start to consolidate and break through those retracement levels, that's how you can spot a potential downside reversal. So you see we moved up, we retraced, and we're starting to consolidate here, and we're going to be bearish below 0.0055. Okay, if we break below there, there's a good chance that we're going to retest some of our previous lows within this area on VELO, on ticker symbol VELO. Now, again, we do have a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. We still are above and holding our major support levels. So we may continue to push higher, but you just need to be aware, really of what the big moves are and what the key levels are. Now, the big major overhead resistance is going to be 0.0104. All right, you can see that we rejected that level about 4 times, 4 or 5 days in a row. We rejected that level here recently, and we've been pulling back. So if we can break out past there, we may be able to get a breakout of this trend line, and you would look for a breakout retest of 0.0104, and then ultimately a push higher to potentially those bullish price targets. Now, the same thing can happen to the downside. But even if we get a break to the downside, we have that major support level here of 0.0055. So, there's a chance that we could, break that trend line, potentially put in a double bottom and end up turning this into a W pattern versus the inverse head and shoulders. So there's a lot of different ways that this can go. Just be patient right now, and you should see some type of a breakout either to the upside of the trend line. And at that point, you would look for a breakout, retest, continuation higher, or you could see a breakout to the downside where you would look for a breakdown, retest, continuation lower. Remember, we're going to be bearish below 0.0055. Ultimately, above there is healthy consolidation, healthy retracement territory. But if we flip that to resistance, then that's going to be, a sign that we could be heading much lower. All right. So just keep an eye out on this one. There's a couple things developing right now. The Fed, FOMC, Jerome Powell is about to do his rate hike today. That could have a positive or negative impact on crypto and especially VELO. So, I expect to see a lot of volatility over the next coming weeks, especially today. So we'll see what happens. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you want to see your token, your crypto broken down just like this one in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can.